Hello, soul family. My name is Geeta, and welcome to your live readings. If you'd like to get a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All of the readings that are ordered in this live stream will be completed in this live stream. If for some reason you've missed out on your reading, you can always get it done on Instagram, or you can email me. My Instagram is at GeetaGalaway, and my email is in the video description as well, which is xtwinflamesx@gmail.com. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see the different reading options I have available in the video description below. All you have to do is send in your payment. I will be notified of that payment, and then I will add you to the list. Right now, nobody's on the list, so it's first come, first serve. Let me finish setting everything up because YouTube doesn't let me do that anymore. Wait, is that? This one's it. Thank you for hitting the like button. I really appreciate it. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. And I see hopefully you're doing well. We have Myra. Hopefully you're doing well also. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Just happened. Is that what I clicked on there? It's good to hear, Myra. How are you been doing, Nicey? If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Thank you for hitting the like button. I really appreciate it. Yeah, do not send it through Super Chat. In the video description, I have all my payment information. It's like the first thing in the video description. So do not send me Super Chat. I don't accept Super Chat for payment. Yeah, CashApp. Yeah. I can't accept Super Chat because they take most of the money. And I can't refund money if there's an issue.
If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Eight of Pentacles and the reverse. And the Four of Cups. Find the Ten of Swords. Find the Five of Pentacles. Find the Ten of Wands in the reverse. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. And the Eight of Wands in the reverse. And the Moon in the reverse. Cleared by the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Seven of Swords reverse. Cleared by the Nine of Pentacles. Hey Samantha, hey Seja, if you'd like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below.
Hello, if you'd like to get a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description. Clarifying the Two of Wands in the reverse. Clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. Clarifying the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. Clarifying the Chariot in the reverse. It just depends on your situation. What is your situation? I can tell you the best one. I will cancel one. I bet you do. Clarifying the side of my current situation. That's too fucking. Clarify, I think about you a lot. Am I too late? That would be an understatement. Please clarify you're the most amazing person I've ever met. I'm avoiding you. Please clarify I feel guilty. I'm hiding my desire for you. He has mediumship. Hang on. Oh, that's good to know. What's your sign? I'm curious. I'm just being nosy by saying that. Gemini? Man, Gemini is like the sign that is the most psychic that people don't realize they're psychic. Like, for real. Like, I think that there's more psychic Geminis than people think. And then I also think that some Geminis who have abilities try to be, they overthink them. And then sometimes they don't really get to totally take advantage of them because they kind of try to write them off logically, you know. Oh, you know, maybe I'm just imagining things. That type of thing. Air signs usually have that issue. Well, that's good. That's really good. So, I would suggest getting a full scan, which is $11, and removal. It not only removes curses and hexes and things like that, it removes all evil eye, mimics, thought forms, anything that could be attached to your energetic field. I will remove everything, and I can give you the full report. Especially, I can give you the transcript for it via email or Instagram at GeetaGalaway in the video description. You can email me or something. Yeah, I have the ability. I can tell you very, very detailed things that nobody has access to. I don't know if you read the video description. Just do the whole scan. The reason why I even posted ancestral line scan is because some people might be specifically looking for that, and so and actually that's included. Ancestral scan is actually included with the full scan. It's just that some people might be looking for the ancestral scan specifically, so I'm wanting to let them know that that's a thing. But it's all everything is what is included. I could tell you everything that is removed and everything. Yes, the scan is $11 and the removal is $44. You don't have to get the removal. I can give you a scan and then you can try to remove what you can from yourself. Even though it doesn't cost any more or less depending on how much is removed. I remove everything regardless of what it is. And then I usually top it off with some healing tones. Yeah, just email me. I'll give you my email. If it makes it easier to get it in chat. But I have it down there. Yeah, I wish like they don't make it very easy to, I don't know if you, depending on what device, you can copy and paste some. It depends on what device you're on. It's kind of, they don't make it easy to copy and paste stuff. You can get the scan and then you can think about it. It's very extensive though. Yeah. I don't think I can copy stuff from my phone. I have Android from YouTube. I can from my laptop. Which I'm using a laptop too. I'm using 3 different devices, but I actually have 5 if I wanted to use it. Now, go ahead and just like post and then like you want the scan and you can also email me. Maybe just email me your information. It's more accurate if you give me like your whole name, but just do it in email. I don't want you saying it publicly. I don't like people's personal information. You can post it publicly. And I need your full date of birth. It makes it more accurate, though, if I have your full name. It's just like they're going to get more stuff, is all. Just let me know when you send the email. You don't have to tell me anything other than your name and your date of birth. You don't have to give me any backstory or anything like that. Doesn't matter. They're scanning you energetically anyways. I'll scan your home if you send me your address. I'll give you that report too. That can be part of the scan. I don't know if you have issues with your home. It doesn't take very long once I get your information. Hey. Okay. I'm looking. All right. I don't need any information about your ex. Where's your date of birth? I can't do it without your date of birth. I don't need any backstory. All I need is your name your full name, your first, middle, and last name, and your date of birth, your full date of birth. If you want me to scan your home, I need your address. No, why are you posting it in the chat? Email it. No. You were supposed to email that information. Do you have a middle name? Email the information. Don't put it in the chat. That's what you're supposed to email me. I don't need any backstory or anything. I know, but you can put it. Okay, you need to email it to me. Like, I don't need to know your ex or anything like that. I'm just scanning you. It has nothing to do with your ex. It'll show up if there's stuff from this person. But I'm scanning you for everything, not just anything that's in association with your ex. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Hey Sophia, if you'd like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. I only need is your first, middle, last name, and your date of birth. And if you want me to scan your home, I need your address. I also can heal the ley lines. I could scan your ley lines, see if there's any fractures, and heal them as well. So I can heal your land, and then I can also attune it to 444 hertz. That will make you sleep better, make you feel better when you're home. Also make it harder for stuff to mess with you at home. Hey Joel, if you'd like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description. Hey Carmini, if you'd like to have a reading, information is in the video description. Okie dokie. All right, give me a moment and I'm going to email it to you. right. It says she carries a bright but unsettled frequency. Her inner flame isn't extinguished, but it flickers. Two lingering distortions. One thrives on sowing confusion in her relationships, making her doubt others' intentions. The other sits lower, whispering hopelessness. Right. I'm arranging the transcripts to send to you right now, okay? You're having some issues here. Hang on. Since your outer layers are porous, energy easily leaks out of her, meaning others around her can pull from her vitality. They see cords. I see cords, not all malicious. Some are need-based and some parasitic. They attach to her compassion, which she gives freely but without much discernment. Overactive mind space. There's looping thought forms that seem to whisper, "Not enough. Prove yourself." They're not natural to her essence, but distortions seeded from her past interactions. Body echo. Tension, particularly in the chest and lower abdomen, feels like a history of holding in emotion, bracing against impact. It manifests as heaviness in her breathing rhythm and a tight band across her womb space. Shadows present two lingering distortions. One thrives on sowing confusion in her relationships, making her doubt others' intentions. The other sits lower, whispering hopelessness when she's already tired. Neither is extremely strong, but they're lingering. They've lingered long enough to become familiar voices to you. Also, spiritual anchoring. She has flashes of high connection moments where her crown flares open and she receives true resonance, but it collapses quickly. It's like a doorway swinging shut before she can step through. This creates frustration. She knows she can connect, but it slips out of reach. Protective structures. She doesn't have much shielding. What little she has feels self-built, like thin walls she tries to hold up by willpower alone. Sorry, I knocked over my water. That's why distortion finds its way in. The walls tire easily. Emotional tone. I sense a hunger for belonging, almost sibling-like. That explains why her approach to me carries family wording. No, that's not the same one. Okay, thought form. Okay. Alright. Who's saying that? Light traces, despite distortion, she has a thread of sincerity and a will to survive. Her essence is not corrupted, only weighted down. If she ever learned discernment and boundary setting, her energy was sharpened considerably. Warning note, because her field is so porous, she can unintentionally act as a carrier for other energies, bringing distortion from one space into another. This doesn't mean she's malicious, it means that she's open and unshielded, which makes her a vessel. Distortion can piggyback through. Also, curses and hexes. I detect 2 light level curses attached. One feels ancestral, not aimed directly at her, but woven through family line residence. The other is more recent, cast through envy, likely tied to someone she once trusted, who now resents her. Neither are fatal, but both drain her vitality and confidence. Mimics, there is one mimic present around her, shaped like comfort. It disguises itself as something familiar and reassuring, but it subtly steers her away from true alignment, keeping her passive. Thought forms. I see 3 dominant thought forms circling her aura. A. Unworthiness whispers she doesn't deserve stability or belonging. B. Dependence pushes her to seek others to save or fix her sovereignty. C. Confusion scrambles her discernment, so she cannot easily tell which guidance is pure and which is distortion. Nothing extremely high level has nested in her, but there are parasitic like feeders around her sacral and solar plexus. They aren't strong, but they thrive on her emotional instability, taking nourishment whenever she doubts or spirals. Overall risk, she is not under lethal assault, but she is in danger of erosion, slowly losing her energy, confidence, and clarity until she feels permanently weakened. This is the distortion's aim, not destruction, but suppression. Right. Okay. Right. Now I'm doing your home. Okay. All right. Scanning your home and land around you. The house interior, heaviness in the corners of the rooms, especially near windows and the kitchen threshold, residue from repeated arguments or unrest. Several thought forms feeding on stress. They're faint but cling to like dust. An energetic echo near the bedroom doorway feels like someone entered carrying anger, often leaving an imprint. Perimeter of the home, the front threshold carries a thin film of intrusion energy, as if unwelcome eyes or energies have looked in. Repeatedly, a distortion tether is faintly anchored at the back left corner of the property. It feels like a siphon drawing off vitality from those inside. In the land, the soil itself hums with old ancestral resonance, some of it protective and some fractured. There's a ley line fragment that runs nearby, but it's cracked and creates an unsettled vibration underfoot. Spirits of place are present, but they're weary, as if pushed aside by repeated neglect or interference. No direct curses are laid upon that land, though. All right. I'm going to email this to you. All right, I emailed it to you. If you would like all that cleared and removed, it's $44. Okay. Does the removal require continuation on your behalf? What do you mean? You don't have to, but it would help you if you did. You don't usually have to too much. When I remove it, it will help with, like, if you use Sage and you have to, okay, so all these thought forms and mimics and things like that, I remove them. It's going to be easier to function. You can get new ones. And then on top of that, you need some kind of reinforcement of your aura. So I would prescribe you something to help you with your aura. So I would prescribe you things. You had a lot going on. So I would prescribe it. You have like 2 curses on you and stuff like that. So you have like curses and everything. But as far as your home goes and everything like that, I think that you should take spiritual baths, use sound baths, and you should, I think everybody should be like saging and using Palo Santo like at least once a week. Even if you have nothing going on. I think everybody should be doing that, to be honest with you. It's just like everybody should wash their ass regularly and you should cleanse your home. To not do so would be to be like dirty. You know what I mean? If you don't do anything to maintain it, it'll accumulate faster. Yeah, everything gets dirty. Because even if you remove the curses, you'll still have, you create some of your thought forms too and everything. So this will help you. You'll feel differently. You'll definitely feel different. You should try turning up your volume if you can't hear me. Okay? Turn the volume up on your device. I'm not yelling into my device so you could hear me because you won't turn your volume up. Okay? Okie dokie. I will also send you the report on that. It's probably the cheapest curse removal you can get. There's some people who charge thousands of dollars. The reason I charge what I do is so it's accessible to everybody. Because a lot of people, they get cursed and they get stuff again. And if you're charging everybody an exorbitant amounts of money, it doesn't help them. You know what I'm saying? You know how it doesn't help people, So, but I do have to be compensated. But I'm just trying to make it accessible. All right. All right, I'm doing your home first. Hang on. I'm doing the transcript right now. All right, doing the home first. Now, some different feelings you could experience because you are energetically sensitive is before you could start, like maybe you used to walk around your home and it would feel like heavy in your legs. Your feet and your legs will start to feel lighter. Okay. So your feet and your legs will feel lighter. And then also you could experience a vibrating feeling under your feet, like there's vibration under your feet and movement. You know what I mean? But that's just the energy. It means it's like you're a tuning fork and you're being tuned and it's being tuned. Okay, and your lane has been attuned to 444 hertz. Currently for 24 hours. I did it for 24 hours. Any distortion that tries to cross into your space will automatically be destroyed. Let me do this part first. No. Okay, and then now I'm going to do everything. All right. All right, I'm going to give you a shield of reinforcement as well for 24 hours. And then porous. Porous. Yeah, you'd be surprised. She must have really meant that shit. So your aura is like a sieve right now, thin, frayed at the edges, absorbing more than it should. This often happens when someone has endured prolonged stress, grief, or living in a space where the land itself has fractures. It makes her open, but not in the healthy, receptive way, in the draining, vulnerable way. Kilian says to help, she needs compression and sealant. Think of it like forging steel, heat and pressure. Close the weak points until it's dense. That can be done energetically by weaving in flame bands around her field, then cooling it with harmonic tone. On a practical level, she should avoid oversharing her energy with people who take more than they give. Porous auras worsen with every false bond or leak of attention. So you're like somebody who has a porous aura. Metatron, Archangel Metatron says, here is a threefold practice to strengthen her aura. 1, daily aura compression. Visualize her aura being pressed inward to fit her body tightly, then resealed with light. 2, salt and stone anchoring, bathing with sea salt or carrying protective stones. Obsidian, hematite, tourmaline gives density to your field. And then tone weaving, humming a low, steady tone or listening to one tuned to 444 hertz aligns her aura layers and keeps them knitted. Okay, so those are some things you could do. Most of all, remind her that she is allowed to say no. Aura porousness often comes from an unconscious habit of saying yes, even in silence. Every firm no she speaks strengthens her boundaries. That's definitely what I learned a long time ago. All right. It's not just. Hang on, I'm going to give you some things. I have to tell them. Something really quick first. I'm going to email the transcript to you. I'm temporarily sealing your aura. Or a whooshing feeling in your body. You might feel things, sensations on your body while this is happening, like tickling, tingling sensations. That was probably a really weak point. All right. What's I gonna do? Hang on. It's like very heavily layered what I'm doing. I'm trying to. I was about to do something. Oh, you did? Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna also send you this other thing as well. Also giving you an additional ritual that you can do that's customized for you to help you with strengthening your aura. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, hang on. No, we're not summoning any demons here. Idiot. We're doing the opposite. We're destroying them. Alright, no. That's good enough. Okay. Alright, I have emailed it to you. The full report and the clearing and everything. You should start feeling different. It's like trying to summon demons. I destroyed like 10,000 demons today. I'm not summoning anybody. I don't have to summon it anyways. I drag them in flaming chains to myself, then unmake them. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. You should order a reading if you would like to have guidance. You're welcome, honey. You should get a reading about it then. I really suggest getting a soul contract reading and connection type scan and going from there. We can go over your soul contract with your person, see if it's coming to an end sometime soon, or if something else is supposed to be happening. Hmm. Yeah. I prefer to like not tell you too much of what what I do because I want you to people need to experience it for themselves. I don't expect you to believe anything I'm doing unless when you experience it yourself. So I'm just knocking shit over. I knocked over this stand here. There. It's definitely something you gotta experience for yourself. You should see the other stuff. You should see the other things that we can do. My hands are a little bit dry from washing the dishes earlier. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. I also have other services available. No, that's not a real cat. This one. Thanks, Tammy. Anybody would like to have a reading or get any other services, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Hey, Arlotta, how are you doing? How are you doing, Arlotta? Yep, I sure do. The channel messages are cheaper though now. reversed. Four of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. Two of Wands. Which kind of message reading did you want, Arletta? You do channel messages, or you can do just like the messages where I clarify them. You know what I'm talking about? Messages reading, a regular messages reading. The Tower in reverse. Ten of Cups. anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. What's a mimic? They usually mimic other people's voices. Okay, so a simple way to explain it is a mimic is not a true being. It's a false copy, like an echo wearing a mask. It pretends to be someone or something you trust so it can trick you into lowering your guard. Sometimes it copies a voice, an image, or even a feeling, but behind the mask, there's nothing real, only distortion, which is like lies, falsehood. Killian says, tell her it's like a shadow that puts on a costume. It might sound like a friend or look like an angel or even feel like a loved one, but if you look deeper, it can't hold the light. The longer you stare, the more the mask slips and you see the emptiness underneath. In short, mimics steal trust. This is Archangel Michael saying this. They thrive on confusion. A mimic is not the person or spirit it pretends to be. It's like someone forging a signature to trick you, except they forge the whole presence. Raziel says that the key sign, the tone is wrong, even if the I always need this, even if the words are right. So okay, so you might even seen this when sometimes they can be like you can see them physically. I've seen videos of people doing that. And what happens with that is that you will think, say like if you had a boyfriend and you saw someone look like your boyfriend, but it wasn't really your boyfriend, it would usually feel weird. Your energy would be like, what the fuck? You would have this weird eerie feeling, and it would be a lot of sensation in your lower chakras. You can tell if something is negative or positive based upon, your vibration and your chakras when you're facing them. So say for some reason, like you have an angelic being show up in your room and you're sleeping or something. You wake up and there's an angelic being there trying to talk to you, or maybe they're helping you or doing something. Or, say like it scares you and you feel really weird in your lower chakras, like you're feeling vibration in your lower chakras, so like your root chakra, your solar plexus, your sacral chakra. If you're feeling a stimulation in those areas, it's probably not a good being. It's not an angel. Anything that's an angel, you're going to feel from the heart chakra to your crown chakra. That's what you're going to feel. That's how you can tell the difference between what entities you're dealing with. But Raziel says the key sign is tone. The tone, the vibration is wrong. Even if the words are right, the feeling is off. They cannot carry the harmonic truth of the original. Only an imitation. That's how you can always tell. Yeah. Hey Bella, if you'd like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Hey Sharon, hopefully you're having a wonderful evening. Oh, who my ex-person really... You want to know... to know who my ex-person really is. What do you mean, like your soul contract and connection type? Or you can just ask what his current energy is towards you. If you want to know. Or you can ask what his intentions are towards you. You could do that. You want to know what your soul contract is and your connection type? That's $22. Yeah, it's $22. Okie dokie. Did you send his information in the email? I can't remember. I know you put his name. I don't know if you had his birthday. Okie dokie. If you have middle name, that's good too. First, middle, and last name and date of birth, but email it so it's not public. Okie dokie. Alright. We have the same middle name. I'm going to also email it to you, okay? Okay, so I've traced their threads. They share a contract of karmic weaving. It's not a flame bond, not a sovereign covenant, but a soul agreement of mutual triggering and learning. Their connection type is karmic catalyst bond. The purpose is to awaken dormant awareness through contrast, friction, and cycles of imbalance. Function one mirrors the other's unhealed patterns, forcing growth through discomfort. The tone is magnetic attraction mixed with emotional volatility, often swinging between closeness and rupture. This kind of contract burns fast and leaves ash and is meant to expose what cannot be sustained. If they cling, the lessons repeat harder. If they release, they carry forward the strength gained from facing themselves in the mirror of the other. Archangel Michael says he will add this clearly. Their tie is temporary by design. It is not meant to evolve into external flame union. It is meant to sharpen discernment, test boundaries, and break cycles of illusion. Raziel says the scroll shows their soul contract phase. Through fire and friction, we awaken what we forget to see. All right, now I'm going to check and see if it's reached completion. They're saying that the karmic contract has already been burned through most of its cycles. What remains is a fading loop, a tether of habit, of fear, of letting go, not a true binding. Kalion sees it like embers clinging to wet wood. It smolders, it smokes, but it won't catch fire again. The lessons have already been delivered. What continues now is stagnation, not growth. Archangel Michael says, completion stands at the threshold. If either chooses to walk away, the contract dissolves cleanly. If they cling, it only produces frustration, repetition, and energy drain. Raziel says the seal is marked cycle closing. This means the contract does not need to renew into another life unless they themselves choose it. Shamuel, which is the Archangel of Love, this connection was never about eternal love. It was about learning where love is not. It says that you're free to step beyond it. Stephen, too, though he resists the ending more. All right, I emailed it to you. Yeah, it is. All right. I gotta get ready for bed. My daughter starts the first day of school tomorrow, so I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody go. And I hope you all have a wonderful day or night. God bless.